Hello everyone. Today let us study some more coding guidelines, important questions and answers. This is going to be part 3. To watch some more videos related to coding guidelines, important questions and answers, check the playlist CPC exam coding guidelines. So let's start. First question. A CRNA is personally performing a case with medical direction from an anesthesiologist. What modifier is appropriately reported for the CRNA services? So these modifiers QX, QZ, QK, QS, all these come under HCPCS modifiers. So check the modifier QX, CRNA service with medical direction by a physician. QZ, CRNA service without medical direction by a physician. QK is for medical direction of 2, 3 or 4 concurrent anesthesia procedures involving qualified individuals, and QS is for monitored anesthesia care service. So our right answer will be option A, QX, CRNA service with medical direction by a physician. You can see here CRNA is personally performing a case with medical direction from an anesthesiologist. So it is matching with the modifier QX. Next question. When the type of diabetes mellitus is not documented in the medical note, which type is reported as the default type? So the right answer will be type 2. Remember that if the type of diabetes is not mentioned, then we have to report type 2 diabetes as the default type. Next question. What does the term provider in the ICD-10-CM guidelines refer to? Option A, the hospital. Option B, the physician. Option C, insurance company. Option D, the patient. So the right answer is option B, physician. The term provider means physician. The right answer is option B. Next question. How does the CPT professional edition define a new patient? So in option A, B, C and D, they have given several definitions. In these definitions, which is the correct one? For that, go to your CPT book, Evaluation and Management Services Guidelines, page number 4. Under that, there's a heading, New and Established Patients. Under that, you can find the definition in the first paragraph. A new patient is one who has not received any professional services from the physician or another physician or other qualified healthcare professional of the exact same specialty who belongs to the same group practice within the past 3 years. So it is matching with option B. All the other options are wrong. The right answer is option B. Next question. So how you'll find the answer for this question? In your CPT book, go to the index, find the term neuroplasty. Under that, you will get the code range 64716, 64702, 64704. So, go and check the codes 64702. Above the code 64702, you can find the heading neuroplasty. Under that, they have mentioned the definition. Neuroplasty is the surgical decompression or freeing of intact nerve from scar tissue, including external neurolysis and or transposition to repair or restore the nerve. So, the right answer is option A. Name the codes that include their own description as well as that portion of the standalone code description found before the semicolon in a preceding code. Option A, standalone code. Option B, indented code. Option C, independent code. Option D, add-on code. The right answer is option B, indented code. You might have seen in your CPT book there will be a parent code and under that there will be indented code. So that code will include the own description as well as that portion of the standalone code description found before the semicolon. Next question. How do you locate a code in the ICD-10-CM? The right answer is option A. First you have to locate it in the alphabetic index, then verify in the tabular list and submit it to the insurance. All the other options are wrong. They have mentioned locate it in the alphabetic index, then submit to the insurance. That is wrong because we have to always verify in the tabular list. Option C is also wrong because they have mentioned locate in the tabular list and submit to the insurance. But that is not the right method to code. Always we have to locate in the alphabetic index and then verify in the tabular list. So option A is the right answer. Next question. Scapulopexy procedure is found under what heading? Option A, incision. Option B, excision. Option C, introduction. Option D, repair, revision, reconstruction. To find the answer, go to your CPT book, index section. Under that, find staphylopex. You will get the code 23400. Check the code 23400. So 23400, above that the heading is repair, revision and or reconstruction. So the right answer is option D. Next question. How are the diagnoses sequenced while coding for multiple fractures? Option A, multiple fractures are sequenced according to anatomic location. Option B, multiple fractures are sequenced in accordance with the severity of the fracture. Option C, multiple fractures are sequenced in accordance with the longest bone first. Option D, multiple fractures are always sequenced with pathological fractures. You will find the answer for this in your ICD book, Chapter 19, Injury, Poisoning and Certain Other Consequences of External Causes. Under that, you will find the guideline Multiple Fracture Sequencing. Multiple fractures are sequenced in accordance with the severity of the fracture. So, the right answer will be option B. Next question. Specific coding guidelines in CPT manual are located in the option A, index, option B, introduction, option C, beginning of each section, option D, appendix A. The right answer is option C, beginning of each section. You might have seen the specific coding guidelines in CPT book are located in the beginning of each section. Next question. How should you code an excision of a lesion when completed with an adjacent tissue transfer or rearrangement? Option A, the excision is always reported in addition to the adjacent tissue transfer or rearrangement. Option B, the excision is not separately reported with adjacent tissue transfer or rearrangement codes. Option C, code only malignant lesions in addition to the adjacent tissue transfer or rearrangement codes. Option D, code the lesion with the modifier 51 and code in addition to the adjacent tissue transfer or rearrangement codes. So the right answer is option B. The excision is not separately reported with adjacent tissue transfer or rearrangement codes. This is an important guideline in the integumentary chapter, that is adjacent tissue transfer includes lesion excision, whether it may be benign or malignant. So we should not code excision separately with adjacent tissue transfer. Next question. Which punctuation mark between codes in the index of the CPT manual indicates that the range of codes is available? Option A, period, option B, semicolon, option C, comma, option D, hyphen. The right answer is option D, hyphen. Next question. Which modifier is used for staged or related procedure or service by the same physician during the post-operative period? The right answer is option C, modifier 58. Modifier 58 is for staged or related procedure or service by the same physician during the post-operative period. Modifier 52 is wrong because it is for reduced service. Modifier 62 is for two surgeons. That is also wrong. Modifier 99 is for multiple modifiers. That is also wrong. The right answer is option C. Next question. When does the anesthesia time begin? So, the right answer is when the anesthesiologist begins preparing the patient for the induction of anesthesia. This guideline you can find in your CPT book. Under anesthesia guidelines, there is a time reporting guideline. That is, the anesthesia time begins when the anesthesiologist begins preparing the patient for the induction of anesthesia in the operating room. So the right answer is option C. Next question. When a patient has a condition which is both acute and chronic, how it is reported? Option A, code only the acute condition. Option B, code for both sequencing the chronic condition first. Option C, code for both sequencing the acute condition first. Option D, code only the chronic condition. You will find the answer for this question in your ICD book, that is in the beginning of the book. After table of contents, you will find this convention, general coding guidelines and chapter specific guidelines section. In that, under general coding guidelines, that is the 8th guideline, you will find acute and chronic condition. So they have mentioned if the same condition is described as both acute and chronic, code both and sequence the acute code first. So the right answer is option C, code for both, sequencing the acute condition first. Remember, we have to code both, but acute condition should be sequenced first.